has to work, because if it doesn't work, then what else are we gonna do? I ended up staying in Ghana until 2021. The reason why I left was because I got sick, but we just got discouraged by how much money we lost. Ghana is a consumer goods heaven. I'm gonna get a spot. I'm gonna pay upfront for 4 or 5 years, stay there, and I'm going to use that as my experiment.
So you were open to the fact that this could potentially fail as well?
I still am open to the idea. Sometimes the business fail not just because the business is bad, just because you, the person, have lost the why.
So your business, is it making money?
Creative economy in Ghana is very interesting. With the real estate boom came people building things that they really don't have money to finish. The average house in Ghana now is costing like between $130,000 to $150,000. You have people who don't like to talk about money, but I talk about money all day long. Like, if you earn 10,000 cities a month, which is $1,000, you're part of like the top 10% of earners in this country. The average salary in Ghana is around, the real estate business, we started with $0, and my film production company to $0, just using skill.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Built for Ghana. Today I have with me Nana Ashanti. Hi.
Oh my God, nice introduction, yes.
I know. How are you?
I'm good, how are you doing?
I'm really good. It has been a while.
It's been too long, yeah, but I'm here, I'm hanging in here.
Okay. So I really wanted to know about your journey in Ghana. You've been here quite some time as well. How long have you been in Ghana?
Oh, math. 8 years, I think.
Okay,
yeah.
That's a good amount of time.
Yes, that is a long time.
Okay, so why did you want to move to Ghana in the first place? Because you were from the States, you were in the States before, right?
Right. Honestly, this question, I feel like I'm tired now, because every time I feel like I have the answer, but I really don't. This is my home. I guess this is the refined answer. It's like, this is my home, and nowhere else feels like here. So I came here and I'm here.
Okay, yeah. But what gave you that defining moment of saying, I'm going to leave the States and I'm going to go home?
Right. Again, it just never quite feels like you're home. And I just, like, after a while, like throughout my life actually, like my parents would, starting from when I was 12 years old, my parents would take me to the US, and then I'll find a way and come back. And they would take me again, and I'll find a way and come back. And then maybe when I was like a teenager, I stayed there continuously for like a long time, maybe like over 10 years. So when in 2016, I came back again, which is the thing I would do, like I'm saying. It's the thing I would do. So I came back 2016, I stayed for like 3 months. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to go on, I'm going to work. And when I work, and I get the amount of money that I think would be okay, I'm just going to move to Ghana. I'm going to figure it out. So till this day, I'm the only one in my family that's here. Everybody else is in America.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, I'm literally here by myself, and well, now I'm married, so yeah. But before, I was just here by myself, and my whole family is in the US. So
okay. Yeah. So take me back to 8 years ago when you moved. What was Ghana like?
Like, recently I said that Ghana used to give me a certain feeling. Like, it's hard to explain, but it used to give me a certain feeling that it doesn't give me that feeling anymore.
What's that? What is that feeling?
That's what it's hard to explain. It used to give me a certain feeling.
A good feeling?
It's a good feeling.
Okay.
Right? I don't know because of if it's all these high rises like messing up my vibes. but Ghana used to give me a certain feeling that, in 2018 when I came back, that it doesn't quite give me that anymore. But it still is. You trade one thing for the other, and for me, like the peace of mind and the ability to be creative and to work and to build a house and to, like, you get what I mean? Like, these things that you would not get if you were, I mean, you could go buy a house, but it's not like a plan that you want. You probably have to go get a mortgage, but in Ghana, you have freedom to do certain things. And I feel like your life is richer, which it still is. Yeah. It's just like there was this like organic feeling that I don't have anymore, because it's like, I feel like it's so westernized now.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it's so westernized now. It's so much more metropolitan than it used to be.
You preferred the nostalgic feeling that you got about Ghana.
Yes, there was a feeling that it's like such a unique feeling. But except now, like, there's so many matcha spots and everybody's eating pizza for dinner now. And there's like people delivering, not like it's a bad thing, but there's KFC everywhere, and it reminds you of New York, where every block has a McDonald's or something. Like, it didn't used to be like that 8 years ago. So it's evolving into something else, and I'm not sure I quite like that yet. But yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you landed, how did you figure out things? Did you have a place that you were going to stay? How did you figure that out? Or you just...
Girl.
What did you do? What was your plan?
When I first came to Ghana, my father was here for a bit, right? Like I said, I came in 2016, so I got a place out in Ajigano. I was there for 3 months. So when I knew I was going to come back in 2018, I did kind of like go back to the same place for a bit. And then my dad was like, "Oh, you're not going to come to the house."
You rented it for 3 months?
For 3 months.
So you were able to rent a place for 3 months?
Yes, you can.
Back then?
I don't know about now, but you could.
Okay.
Yeah, you could rent a place for 3 months.
How much did you rent?
Oh gosh, I don't remember, but I remember it was a lot of money because I was holding a lot of money. And it's in Ajigano, a really nice neighborhood. So I don't know what I paid. This is a really good question. I don't remember what I paid for it, but I was there for 3 months, left, came back. I was like, okay, let me just rent a month now, and then I'm gonna find somewhere. So I stayed there, and I was going around with a friend of mine who was a realtor, which turned to so much more, but he would take me around, and I'll look at places and be like, oh, I like here, I don't like here. And I would call my dad and tell him like, oh, I saw this today. And then he was like, you just come back to the house. Like, just come to the house. So I moved to my parents' house. It's not exactly what I wanted, but I moved to my parents' house, and there was like my parents' school right next to it. So I ended up managing the school.
I remember.
Right?
Yes.
I got sucked into managing the school. And so I was there for a year and a half. I would manage the school. And then I got a job at one of the public universities. So I used to teach on the weekends. So I was a business lecturer on the weekends. And in the daytime, I was a school manager.
Right.
And I did that until COVID happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you. So what was the money like?
Horrible. I didn't get paid to be a school manager, because that's the thing about running a family business. You don't exactly... You don't exactly get a salary. Yeah. And I was like I used to work corporate jobs in America, right? So the switch from earning a weekly salary in United States dollars to earning in cities, which my teaching job used to pay me. Yeah. Abysmal salary, by the way. But it was such a huge switch. Yeah. Even though I had the savings, and I was like, I don't spend a lot of money naturally. So I was okay. It was still such a difficult switch, so the money was not great back then. People are doing stuff now. Like, people have remote jobs. No, that wasn't a thing. They didn't used to have that when we were when we first moved to Ghana. There was nothing like that. What is a remote job? But people are doing stuff now, so I guess it's better now. But yeah, the money was not good.
So how do you think you would have survived if your dad hadn't have said, "Oh, come back to the house"? Would you have been able to manage that salary
absolutely.
and rent
not
somewhere?
The salary, but for my savings that I had before I moved to Ghana, I would have been able to, I already had a plan, right?
Okay, so you came with savings. You had something in your account.
I did. And back in the day, I'm talking about back in the day, 20 years ago. But back then, it was substantial. The city was 5 cities, I remember. Yeah. 2018 or 2019. It was 5 cities, to $1. So, and things weren't as crazy expensive as it is now. At least I didn't feel it then, because I just come back into the country. So I could have been able to afford that. I came with a car. So I brought a car to Ghana. That car, different story for a different day. But
I just want to know, just out of curiosity, how much was it to clear at the port?
I think I paid $2,000 at the time.
That's not bad,
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, things are horrible now.
That's not bad.
It wasn't bad at all. I paid $2,000 to clear it at the port. Wow. Had it registered pretty much a couple of days after. And I started driving. The only mistake I made with that car was it was an American car. So the fuel capacity was huge. I had a V8 engine. Yeah, right? So these are things that you learn as time goes on. But yeah, it was buy it, ship it, clear it. It was not crazy complicated like it is, I guess, now.
Yeah. So what was the plan you had when you were coming to Ghana?
The plan I had when I was coming to Ghana is that I was coming to Ghana to figure out the business I wanted to set up. Now, I had the luxury of doing that because I was like single, I'm young, the whole world is mine. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
You know,
that's true.
that's the idea. So I was like, okay, I was gonna come and figure out. I'd always wanted to be a professor. Like, by the way, like that was one of like my lifelong dreams. Like I wanted to be a college professor. So I was like, okay, I already have, you know, an in. You know, I had my thesis. I'd sent it. So I knew I was gonna come and teach in the university first of all.
Yeah.
Didn't even ask how much it would cost because till this day, if you ask me to teach somebody something, I would do it for free. Like I don't even mind, you know. So I didn't even ask how much it would, you know, how much they would pay me. And so that was the plan. I was going to do that and I was going to figure out what I was going to do. I just kind of ended up falling into the family business naturally. And then at a point I had to like extract myself because I was like, okay, this is not what I came to this country to do. You know, so yeah, that was my plan to figure it out.
Okay, and do you feel like you figured things out pretty quickly?
I think I would have if 2020 did not happen. It took me a while. I'm not even gonna lie, it took me a while. I've just always been this like it has to work because if it doesn't work, then what else are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Type of person, you know.
Yeah. I get
so
you.
I put all like my you know attention. I'm active. I'm self motivated. I'm all these like things. So it's just if it doesn't work well, I'm just gonna go do something else.
Yeah.
Is the mindset that I have.
Yeah.
So it took a while. I've done a lot of things until I had to sit somewhere in 2022 and be like, okay, this is what we're going to do. Yeah.
Okay. So you said you left for a while. Why did you leave?
Where?
What caused that? Did you left Ghana and went back to the States for a little bit?
Oh yeah, I did. This was actually supposed to leave 2020, which all the flights got canceled. For everybody that remembers, all the flights got canceled. So I ended up staying in Ghana until 2021. The reason why I left was because I got sick. Yeah, like I'm just not a hospital person, which is also a bad thing. You should at least go to the hospital once a year, even if you're not sick. Because what happens is that if you don't like go to the hospital, when you get sick, you get really sick, right? So I got sick in 2021, and so I was away in the United States for like 4 months.
Oh wow!
I know, just like ambulances, hospital, it was
Really?
crazy. Oh yeah, it was terrible. It was horrible.
Was it something bad?
It was something they couldn't figure it out, but now that they have figured it out, it makes sense why it was so complicated to find out.
Right.
But it's not like a deadly thing or anything.
Yeah.
It was just like environmental things,
Okay.
and also like I think because I was born and raised in Ghana, right?
Yeah.
We underestimate how much things change when we're not here. I thought like, okay, I was born and raised here. I'm just gonna come back and everything's gonna be normal. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm gonna drink everything, eat everything, go everywhere, like you know.
Yes.
And I found out that no, you have been away for like a decade and a half. Like something has changed in your body.
Yeah.
That's just not agreeing with the food and the water and the air and the. You know, I had to figure out I had like these environmental allergies, which we don't even believe in allergies in Ghana.
Oh no, it's malaria.
Exactly. We don't even believe in allergies. So I had to find out like, oh no, you have environmental allergies, so you can't be laying in the grass. No, you can't do like just things like that, you know. So
had you gone to hospital here?
I did.
What was that like?
Actually, like shout out to Ghana, like health workers. Those people work hard. Like they tried their very best. Like I will give them. I know we bash them a lot in Ghana, but those people are trying their best. Dela. Like they don't have the sort of imaging and testing that other Western countries have. But 9 out of 10 times their diagnosis is right. It's just done in a really crude way, a really manual way. Like it kind of feels like they're kind of like guessing what to do. Yeah. But they do a really good job. Wow. You know, so I had my tooth pulled here in Ghana, and I had another tooth pulled in America. And recently I was telling someone like I prefer the experience that I had in Ghana as opposed to the experience that I had in America. Yeah.
Wow.
You know, so they did try their best. They did tell me.
What was the pricing like America compared to here?
Well, in America, I still pay for my insurance every month, so I don't pay anything in Ghana and America. And I have health insurance here. I used to be an insurance agent. So I'm big on the health insurance, life insurance, car insurance, renters insurance. Every kind of insurance, count me in, I'm buying it, right? So I have insurance here in Ghana, so it pays for consultation and things like that. But if you were to be admitted or anything, probably cost you like maybe 300 cedis a day or something, you know. Sometimes you go out and come back and your bill, it depends on the hospital you go to. Private hospital, you go and come back and your bill for the day probably be 2,000-3,000. It's like not that cheap. Like it's expensive. But they do a good job. I would say that.
Okay. So let's talk about business a little bit.
So
tell me about the business ideas that you had in Ghana that you haven't been able to execute.
Girl, that is a whole list. I think maybe for that you probably have to go to my channel and check those out, because ever so often I kind of like curate like a video with the ideas that I know I'm never going to do and put them out. And
so then tell me the ones that you thought you'd be able to do but you just didn't go.
I'll tell you the ones that I did that failed.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I did try putting up an event in December with my friends. We did that and it did not go well.
Which December was this?
2019.
Okay.
Yeah, we did that. It did not go well only because I feel like we overestimated how many people were going to show up at the event and we got under that. I feel like had we continued, we probably would have been able to. But we just got discouraged by how much money we lost and how like abysmal like that thing was. So events, throwing events, like that did not go well. I also was doing a business consultation. People hate consultants. People hate consultants. They approach you to get your advice and to get you, but they don't want to pay you. Right? They don't want to pay you. And even I've had like banks. I've had multinational. Like I've had clients. And when it's time to pay, they don't pay. Like there are people that owe me till this day for consulting jobs that they still haven't paid me for. And I've done so much because I have like 2 business degrees. So my thing is market research. R&D is my field. Like I love R&D. And I do that for people and they will never pay you.
Wow.
So business consulting is also like something that I wouldn't do again. What else? Like investing in people's business. Like, you know, you're setting up a business, like they bring you a business idea or business plan. You give them money and try and monitor and see, and sometimes the money never comes back. You know, so those are ones that I feel like I've attempted business-wise that just didn't go well.
Okay, so let's fast forward a little bit. So at the moment, you have some businesses running.
I do.
What do you have at the moment?
So in 2020, I started a real estate company with my now husband. So that...
Yes, you got married.
Yes, I did.
Okay, I want to touch on the marriage very quickly, right?
I did.
Because I feel like you weren't anti-marriage, but you didn't really care about it.
I still don't care about it. It's still like, I'm not a very, like, honestly, I think like the older I am getting now, the lesser I care, because I've just never been a traditional, like, white picket fence type of girl, like they call it in America. Like, it's something that I don't care much for it. So it's not like I'm against it or something. I just don't, if it happens, great. If it doesn't happen, great. Like with kids, marriage, house with a dog, like that whole, I just don't care about it. So it's just something that for me, I've said it before, probably on your channel and other, like it just logically made sense for me. Like you're building this thing with somebody, you're doing all of this and you're going to church and all. You can't just cohabitate with them forever. So then logically kind of like just makes sense to me, right? But I'm not a very lovey-dovey type of person, so I just own my stuff. Like
so how did you the person is Ghanaian, right? He's Ghanaian?
He is. So we met at again work. I was working doing my thing and we met at work, and like maybe like 6 months or so after we started like dating, and we dated for like 2 years, and then we got married after that. So we've been married going on like 4 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what year did you get married?
22.
22. Okay. Okay. Had you started your first business by then?
Oh, so at that point I had already done, like I told you, we held that event in 2019. I already had the university job. So yeah, I already did my first business 2019. That didn't go well. So 2020 is when I told you my friend, the realtor who took us around, I developed like a relationship with him. So he would tell me about Ghana's real estate market. Now remember, this was 8 years ago. So it was still starting. Like it was, it was fresh. It was new. All these buildings were like off plan and, you know. So he would tell me about the real estate market in Ghana. And so like when I did meet my husband, we would talk about that, and then we went into business for that. That turned out to be very successful.
You were married at the time?
No, we were dating at the time.
Oh, you were dating at the time, and then you started a business together.
Yes, I see. That's why after it didn't make sense not to be married anymore. You get what I mean? That's why it didn't make sense anymore. Then my argument was failing. Like, oh, we could just be like this, but we had a business and things. So that turned out to be very successful till this day. And then in 22, I was thinking of like, because real estate, like everything, it has its seasons. Like it goes up and it goes down, and some days like you're doing really well, and sometimes you're not doing really well, and sometimes it's rentals, and sometimes it's sales. Like it's just not consistent that way. So I was thinking about what can I do every day? Like what can I sell every day? Ghana is a consumer goods heaven, right? Like unfortunately we're not industrialists. So it's a consumer goods heaven. So I, again, doing my thing, research and stuff, I found out that consumer goods is the way to go. Okay, so what can I sell every day in order to make a living? Pretty much, like, to be very honest. So I came on the idea of the mom and pop shops, which is the provision stores. The small ones in the area. I'm not even talking about the hypermarkets or the supermarkets, none of that. I'm talking about the small ones in the area that has been there for like...
Kiosk.
Yes. That has been there for like 200 years. And, and they know everybody, they know everything. And I was like, okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start a convenience store and see how it goes. Like my idea for it is that I'm going to get one location. I spoke to some of the women actually who run them, and they all came up with the same thing. Like it's going to take you 4 to 5 years to see where this thing is going. So like just stay. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get a spot. I'm going to pay upfront for 4 or 5 years. I'm going to stay there, and I'm going to use that as my experiment.
Okay. So you have to pay that much rent up front? You
don't have to. It's just like the way my business brain works. Like if I'm going to start a business like as a research tool, then I don't want to be like constantly worried about certain things, right? And I also have to know that, are we able to pay ourselves? Are we able to settle our debts? Are we able to, so I made the decision.
So you were open to the fact that this could potentially fail as well?
I still am open to the idea that it could I still am open to the idea that it might not be the thing. Not even that fail, because I think like a convenience store, grocery store, consumer goods business is such a no-brainer business. Like you don't have to ever use any brain cells to run that business, like honestly. But I also might just lose interest, like personally. So, and I think people always have to, if you're starting a business, you always have to, sometimes a business fail not just because the business is bad, it's just because you, the person, have lost the why. So I still am open to it, but at this point, I think that it is the thing.
So your business, is it making money?
It does. It does. I mean, for me, just business-wise, after 24 months, which is 2 years, we should have broken even. In my brain, I wanted to do it like 16 months because I'm a crazy person. It didn't work. But it worked 24 months, which means that, like your revenue that has come in is equaling what has gone out. So you've not made profit, but you've not made loss. If after 2 years, I see that the business is not, it's not been able to do that, that means it's not a viable business, and I have to back up and go home.
Okay, so you were losing money in the beginning?
No, I haven't. No, I'm just saying like, I haven't at all, not for that business. But I'm saying generally.
So I'm saying for your business, the store that you have, right? In the first 24 months, were you losing money? Like in the early months?
No, we weren't. Actually, no, we weren't. We haven't had because again, averages, like the law of averages. Maybe this month you make so much, this month you don't make, and it kind of like at the end of the year, it just kind of like exactly. But what I would say is that at the 24 months, the money that we had put in to the business, we should have made it out.
Yes.
And so when I reached that point, I was like, okay, this will work. So I'm in my 4th year at this point. Yeah, I'm going to stay at the location maybe 1 more year. But then I promised myself I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do expansion wise. So that's where I am. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So those are the 2 businesses that you have.
So I have 2, and then in 24, because I'm a crazy person, I opened a 3rd business, which is a film production company.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm a crazy person. So now I would say I have 2 businesses because I'm out of the real estate business. It can take my husband can handle that with his employees and stuff, and for me, I'm off doing something else. So I opened a film production company, and we've been producing film. Yes, Pebbles. Yes, Pebbles. So we're going to do BK and Pebble chats next. So we said we were shooting the verticals, right? So just to catch me up, we're shooting the verticals, but now we'll shoot it traditional way, landscape. So same location, same set, same everything, except now we'll be shooting the full thing. Right? So yeah.
I saw that you did produce it. What was the name of your first film that you put out?
Campaign.
Yes.
And
then you premiered it as well, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a short film, but we also did it as a launch of the company, just to have industry people come and see that we're here, we're doing something,
Okay, yeah. And how's it going?
It's been great. It's been very interesting. Creative economy in Ghana is very interesting. It's very different from just traditional business. Because convenience store, whatever way that you want to call it, it's a traditional business.
Yeah.
Creative, film company is also it's not really a traditional business, it's a creative business. And they both function very differently in Ghana. So I have had to learn some things. I have a web series coming out. It's going to be very interesting. It's been a ride. It's been something. Yeah.
Okay. What's the name of your store actually?
The Big Shop.
The Big Shop. Why did you call it the Big Shop?
Because it's a small shop. Because it's a small shop. Like the irony, right? I feel like one of the things that business people have to think about is like how you name your business.
Yeah.
It has to elicit something. Like it has to elicit a feeling or a laugh or a curiosity, right?
So you go look at it, it's like, the Big Shop, let me go to the Big Shop, and you get in, it's a small shop.
It's a small shop. And so I thought it was ironic, and I was like, I actually put it on YouTube, and people were like, okay, that's a funny name, you should choose that. So because it's a small shop, and the business model is to have all like convenient goods that you would need in your day in the shop. So I have part of it is a cafe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, part of it is a cafe where like we make hot drinks in the morning. In the afternoon we make like smoothies or ice cream cake. We sell like pastries.
And who's your real customer base?
Honestly, I have the business in 2 ways. I have it online on WhatsApp, and I have it in person. So every convenience store, you have to be in a good location, right? So for me, where we are in Adenta, it's a very, I have to like stand there and calculate how many people are passing here per minute. Type with the foot traffic. So yeah, the foot traffic, and then the people online. I do these like discount boxes where we put like groceries in there at a discounted rate. So like we have students buying it, people in the diaspora buying it for their families here. And then I have like gift hampers that I do every occasion. So yeah, it's just depend on the season. The whole like store changes product wise, Yeah.
Okay, so you have these businesses, but I know you also did something else when you came to Ghana. You built a house, right?
I did. Why did I do that? Oh no.
That is not easy.
That is horrible.
What was that like? When did you build it? First of all, when did you build it?
Actually, we bought a house in 2022, right before we got married. January we bought that. We got married in July. So we're still in that house that we bought actually. So we're in that house, and then a client, one of the real estate clients, saw this project, this abandoned project. Again, with the real estate boom came people building things that they really don't have money to finish. So it's not easy.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
So he saw this project and he alerted us like, oh, he wants to buy them and kind of flip them into homes and stuff. So he bought them and I was like, oh, what a great idea. So we went around looking for a project to like finish and sell off. And so we end up finding this project that the real estate, company had done, but they hadn't really gotten anywhere. And so I was like, okay, we're gonna buy this. And we bought it. Finishing it, and it is a nightmare.
So you're still in the process of doing
We're still in the process. You were still in the process. You remember I asked you about
Okay.
We're still in the process. I don't know why we
How
did
far
that.
have you got with it?
Oh, so it's roofed now. We are going to plaster. We're talking about it today. We're plastering the inside, the outside. The next we're going to do windows. We're going to do floor, and then plumbing and lighting, and then we'll be done. Yeah.
What's it been like working with the workers, the builders, the masons, and all of that?
Girl, I feel like you better answer this question.
Oh no, I want to hear I know my experience. I want to hear your experience.
It is a nightmare. It is a nightmare. Actually, I was well, it's actually not directly to me, but I was in like an argument with a carpenter like a couple of days ago because like he inflated the amount on a invoice, and then we went back and checked the figures, and he had tripled some of the prices. What? So we fired him, and his argument is that whether we fired him or not, we need to still pay him the full amount.
I've heard that before.
Of the work he hasn't done yet.
Heard that.
Yes. No shame.
Craziness.
And so I mean, it's an experience. It's a wonderful experience.
Wow.
But yeah, that house is going to be, the day I move into the house, I will be very shocked that I
So
did
you plan
that.
to move into it, you're not going to sell it or anything?
This is the thing. I feel like we were supposed to sell the house. But looking at the way, like the kind of work that had been put into the house, I'm like, I'm just going to move in and sell. And then maybe sell the one that we have now. And then in the future, take on other flipping projects. Actually just shared some information about flipping houses on that. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this information. It is really hot. We're in Africa, but we're complaining about heat. Can you imagine? So I am here because now for this YouTube channel, I will only bring you relevant information. I just don't want to be uploading videos just because I want to make sure that I am giving you information that you can use to make some money and to be in business in Ghana. I think this is an interesting business if you're looking to start real estate, but you don't want to deal with the digging and land guards and how do you call it? The thing I hate the most, the digging fee, and this person said what? This is a way for you to start your portfolio by getting a house that is in a state like this and then flipping it into something that you actually will enjoy.
Yes.
I think it's such a great idea to buy a house for like maybe $50,000 or $60,000, put a bit on it, and then sell it to the people that are looking for houses, because we still have that housing deficit. So this one I'm going to move into it my damn self, and then subsequent ones I probably just rent it. I probably won't sell it.
Okay. So tell me about some of the highs and lows that you've had since you've been there. First of all, tell me some of the highs.
The highs have definitely been like, creating the businesses. That's been great. Also like forming the community here, my own community. Like I said, I'm mostly here by myself. So just like finding a community has also been great. Been everywhere in Ghana, traveled everywhere, even some places outside of Ghana. So yeah, those have been great experiences.
Okay, so tell me about some of the lowest moments you've had. Were the moments where you felt like, maybe I've had enough, I want to go back. Have you had moments like that?
I mean, actually, just maybe when I got sick, because since 21 I got sick, 23 also I got sick, but I had malaria, the worst form of it.
Really?
And before I always used to wonder like how do people like end up like passing away from malaria. Now I understand.
Really? Was that bad?
Oh, it was so bad.
Really?
Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. Like I was in the hospital for like days.
So you didn't notice it early?
So you see the problem, I don't know what they do, but when they tested it, because I've got typhoid before, there's this kind of typhoid that stays in your blood. So like when they tested it at first, the malaria had not like really revealed itself, so they thought I had typhoid. So they were treating me for typhoid, and the malaria was getting worse and worse and worse. So by the time they got to see that it was one doctor who was like, I'm just gonna start treating you for malaria, whether you have it or not, and see. Yeah. So he just started treating me for the malaria, and then later on they got the test and were like, oh, this is bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I mean, my lows have been when I've been sick, you know, like it's been, yeah, but apart from that, every other day I'm good.
I feel like you're kind of like a carefree person anyway. You don't really let too much bother you.
It's just like, what am I, like my whole thing is, what am I going to do? Because I'm not a lazy person, I do my very best. So if I do my very best and it doesn't work out, what am I going to do? I'm just going to do something else. You know? Yeah.
Okay. So do you feel like when someone's coming to Ghana that you should come with, do you need a huge amount of savings to come and move to Ghana?
These days? Probably. These days, probably. I mean, first of all, your basics as a human being has to be covered. It's just like if we're moving anywhere else in the world, like there's nothing really significantly different about moving to Ghana, but you have to have somewhere to live. You need a car, 100%. Like you need to learn how to drive if you don't know how to drive. You need to have a job or a business that you want to do. Yeah. And once those basics are covered, then you can think about your lifestyle. Because one thing that I feel like just doing consulting wise, I've learned that people's lifestyle increase their business expenses or like makes it lower, and your living expenses as well. If you're somebody that likes going out a lot, that means you probably have to stay in an urban area. Right? Because there really isn't much to do in the rural areas. I've been there. There really isn't much to do than eat fufu in the middle of the night, which I have done when I have visited the rural areas. But if you like going out a lot, you probably have to be in an urban area. Living in an urban area means that your expenses are going to go high. So it's customizable. Like you will determine what you need, but I mean, everything is cash. We don't do credit over here, so
Yeah. Okay, so if you could change anything about your journey so far, what would it be?
What a question to be asked. I mean, no regrets.
Okay, no, you wouldn't change anything at all?
I wouldn't even say, I could have better be prepared, because what would I be preparing for? I didn't even know, like, the challenge that was waiting for me. Like, I didn't know any of these things. A lot of the trial and error that I have done, still continue to do. I couldn't have predicted anything. Like, literally by the grace of God, like, I couldn't have predicted anything. So, same thing. I'll do the same thing.
Okay. So what's the big goal for you in Ghana? What's like the main thing that you want to achieve being here?
Ooh, okay. I definitely like have this like kind of like talk I've been doing lately, which is like being part of the development. Like when we say we're in a developing country, you, the individual, is part of the development, right? So I would want to do something that would be part of Ghana's like development wise, you know. So yeah, it could be the convenience store, it could be the real estate company, it could be the film production company, it could be anything at all. But I do want to be part of the development. You know, God bless me, at 40 years old, I want to be able to look like, hey, like, you know, I made a good decision. And I think that would be fulfilling enough for me.
Okay. All right, so final question. Do you think someone moving to Ghana should start with a business or build a house? What do you think?
Well, you have to build, if you're going to build a house, you need to have some money. You need to have like liquid cash. Like now the average, because I'm in the industry, so I could tell you the average house in Ghana now is costing like between $130,000 to $150,000.
For what kind of house?
For like maybe like a 3-bedroom house.
Okay.
You know, in an urban area. I think the cost like significantly goes down the further you move away from whatever the urban area is.
Is that like building or having
building?
Building yourself.
Building, yeah, building. I think buying cost is way higher than that. Actually.
Oh yeah.
So, do you have 150,000 liquid cash to build a house? It's up to you. You can build something cute and small in a rural area for like $60,000, $50,000. If that's the kind of lifestyle that you want to have.
Yeah.
But you could start a business with like 10 too. So it really is up to you about how much money you have. People don't like to talk about money, but I talk about money all day long. Like, you need to have money for those things. If you don't, then, you know, just do what you can.
Yeah. I said that was going to be the last question, but you just prompted me. So I'm going to ask you, what do you think is a good average for someone who is living here, has a modest kind of lifestyle? What do you think that they should have as a monthly kind of income?
Oh, I've done this actually on my channel before. How do they call it? They call it something.
Living expenses?
Standard of living. Yeah, standard
Yes.
of living. I think like if you were single by yourself and you just live like a modern life, but you could probably get away with like $500 a month living in Ghana.
I agree.
Anywhere in Ghana at all. You could get away with 500. In fact, even if you were a couple and you guys were making like $20,000 a year, you could be fine.
Wow.
You will be fine. In fact, you might probably be in the top like 10% of people earning. You could be at that rate. Yeah. So it really doesn't require that lot. I think that people really come and live sort of like a diaspora lifestyle, so to say. So then it makes your expenses. You're renting a house that has a pool.
Yeah.
In, how do you call it? Somewhere in Takoradi where mining company mining company employees live.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay a lot of money for that. But the more you join the local people, join the communities, don't sequester yourself in a diaspora place. If you join everybody else, like, you can get away with not having so much money, but living the best quality of life you can. Wow. You know, so
great. I like that. That's, for me, I love that, because that sounds very realistic to me, and I probably would say something along those same lines as well. Because I feel like I've heard people. I remember this video that came out some years ago. Some guy was like, "No, you need at least $5,000 a month if you're coming to Ghana." I was like,
"No, you can do 500."
I was like, "Do you mean cities?
500 is like 5,000 cities a month." If like your basics are covered, this could cover like your living expenses. Like, you should be fine. You might even be able to save.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think so too.
Because if you earn 10,000 cities a month, which is $1,000, you're part of like the top 10% of earners in this country.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's so crazy.
You're part of the top 10% according to statistics. Like, I'm not just making something up. Like, I bet if you looked it up, you find out and put it on the screen. Yeah, you're part of the top 10% of people. Wow. So if you're spending $5,000 a month, even in America, if you're spending $5,000 a month, you will be considered like 50%, part of the top 50% of people. So why would you need all of that money unless like you're, you know, popping bottles every
That's the only way. That's how we spend money.
You have to force yourself to spend that.
Yeah, you have. That's what I think. You're like, I'm like, hey, you give me $5,000 every single month. How am I going to spend? I'd have to think of ways. Okay, let me travel here. Let me do this. Let me go to this.
I'm so braggadocious in this damn country. Honestly, like, it's so unrealistic. The average salary in Ghana, because I employ people, the average salary in Ghana is around $300 a month. So that means if you take the person that earns the most and the person that earns the least, and you add and divide into two, it's 300. So if somebody tells you need 5,000, think about it. It's 300. If somebody says you need 5,000, the person is just saying something. Yeah, they're just talking the talk.
I would agree with you. Yeah. Okay, so obviously we're going to follow your journey.
Yes.
All right. Where can people find you if they just want to look you up at the moment? Like, where's your shop? Tell us about your businesses and things like that.
Okay, so if you are looking to do any real estate purchases, which is land, we broke land beachside in Winneba. So if you're looking to maybe build you a cute little resort or a vacation home or something, we have that going on right now. And then we also have houses you can flip. we have some of these real estate houses that are not complete. You can flip them as well. Or you're just looking to buy land, you come to Okia Realty. It's okia.realty@gmail.com. And then, you can send your request to us. My shop is called The Big Shop. It's a convenience store. We're both online and in person. We're open 6 days a week. If you want to order anything for your daily living, it's plus, right? plus 233.
Plus 233. Yeah.
550554498. No, sorry, 4493. I have a 98 number. So plus 233 550554493. You can look at our WhatsApp catalog, just add things. Maybe you want to order something for somebody, for yourself, or you can just walk inside our store at Adenta Pantine Junction. And video production, film production, King Sugar Studios. You can find me on Instagram at Miss Nana Ashanti, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok.
Everywhere.
Everywhere is the same. But thanks for having me.
No, thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to following up with you because I feel like you're such a diverse person and you try things. I really love that because not many people do that because they're afraid what if I try and I fail, it doesn't work, and they're scared of the judgment and all these things. But you really don't care what anybody thinks.
No.
And you just try things. They're like, okay, well, it didn't work. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like you should have that attitude about things because it's like, and someone might think like some of the businesses, like the real estate business, we started with $0, zero, like there was no capital.
Wow.
And my film production company to zero. We actually
started with zero.
Zero, just using skill,
Wow.
The only thing that I think I have spent on starting is the shop, because there's actual physical inventory. But you could try these things if you feel like you want to start a tour company, or you want to start a factory, or you want to, start an investment group, or just try it.
Yeah.
Try it. Try it. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, do something else.
Yeah. Wow, I love that advice. That's great. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I really enjoyed it. Okay, guys. First of all, if you'd like to do a one-to-one consultation with me, send me an email to dela@multidela.com. That's about moving to Ghana. Okay, please make sure you do head over, check out Nana Ashanti on all her socials. You also have a YouTube channel, which she didn't mention, but she does have.
I do have.
She does have. Check it out. It's great. She really does provide great information on there. Okay, guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you do. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Don't forget to also like, comment, and share this video. Until the next time, we are out. Bye.